the Guyana Cup rematch on Sunday, December 31st at the Rising Sun Turf Club. Over $6 million in cash and prizes will be up for grabs. The feature event, a clash for the ages, and will bring together the C-class and lower horses for a purse of $1.2 million. The 2-year-old Guyana-bred horses will be the co-feature, with the top thoroughbred horses battling for $350,000. E-class horses will run for a purse of $600,000. The H-class horses will run for a purse of $400,000, in which the J, K, and L horses will all compete for the lucrative prizes. It's the Guyana Cup rematch on All Year's Day at the Rising Sun Turf Club.
Powered by Banks Bear. Come out and have fun in Banks Country.
Yeah, we're live with you on another edition of Inside the Track. I'm Royston Drakes. We're keeping you company for the next half an hour or so. We're a little late tonight, but all things being equal, we know that we're going to have a packed and enjoyable program. We go racing on Boxing Day at the Kennels Memorial Turf Club. That's going to be a good event, a good day of outing for the entire family. We're going to give you a little insight on that in a short while. We also go racing on the 31st at All Year's Day. That's a classic, featuring some of the top horses and jockeys. That event is a Guyana Cup rematch. And if you happen to see what took place at the Guyana Cup 2017, you will want to see this rematch, the big clash between Vegas finally and Just Call Me Boss. What we're going to do, it's a little cold outside. We want to warm you up and put you in the right frame of mind to stay tuned to the program. We're going to take you inside the track to one of the races. Then we come back, we continue to talk with you. We put up a topic that we will be discussing tonight, the way forward for horse racing in Guyana. That will be on your screen in a short while. But for now, we take you inside the track.
Number 1, Red Rocket, written by Muhammad, 1, 2, 3 pounds. Red Rocket, written by Richmond, 1, 2, 3 pounds. Number 2 is a doubtful runner. Number 3 is It She Charming, written by C. Ross, 118 pounds. Number 4, Richie Poo, written by N. Patrick, 1, 2, 3 pounds. Number 5, Keep On Swinging, written by Pat Moore, 1, 2, 3 pounds. Number 7, Midnight Blues, written by N. Mohammed, 116 pounds. And those are the starters, weights, and jockey.
No, for a fact. And not only, yes, the starter has let them go as they are about to pass the stand for the first time. And it is the Midnight Blues what they call. It's Midnight Blue lead. And Red Rocket is giving chase in second. And racing on the wide outside there is Richie Poo. And then comes Keep On Swinging as they are angling around the first turn. And it is still, it's Midnight Blue, it's the American out in front. Going from 5 lengths there. Back of them comes Red Rocket. Behind Red Rocket here is Midnight Blue. Then comes Keep On Swinging. Now they are leveling up the backstretch they go. Away from the 4.5 area. And it is still, it's Midnight Blues going merrily along out in front. But Red Rocket is trying desperately to get up on level terms. Away from the 4 and they're approaching the 3. And it is still, it's Midnight Blue. But here comes Keep On Swinging. He's really swinging on the bridle. They haven't exactly 2.5 to cover. It's Midnight Blue. Keep on swinging, keep on to swing, and he's really cruising on the bridle. Straight up the road, and it is still, it's Midnight Blues on the inside. Keep on swinging it on the outside. Neck and neck, straight to stride. 50 meters to go. The hooks are drawn. It's going to be a trumpet in front of us, but it's a goal. My goodness, away and gone. Keep on swinging.
Stable is on fire. Keep On Swinging by name and by nature. He keep swinging all the time. At one stage, Midnight Blues was looking very threatening by going some 4-length clear. I did saw that stable companion, Red Rocket, was given chase in second. But when they raced away from the 4-pole, I did saw the boy, that's Jackie Padmore, and Keep On Swinging. He just asked Discharge to keep a little closer. And at that stage, it was still Midnight Blues. Red Rocket was dropping away tamely at that stage. But when they straightened up for home, it was all over bar, the shouting, because keep on swinging with a minimum of fuss. He bolted up and at the end, winning in convincing fashion.
It's the Guyana Cup rematch on Sunday, December 31st at the Rising Sun Turf Club. Over $6 million in cash and prizes will be up for grabs. The feature event, a clash for the ages, and will bring together the C-class and lower horses for a purse of $1.2 million. The 2-year-old Guyana-bred horses will be the core feature, with the top thoroughbred horses battling for $350,000. E-class horses will run for a purse of $600,000. The H-class horses will run for a purse of $400,000, in which the JK and L horses will all compete for the lucrative prizes. It's the Guyana Cup rematch on All Year's Day at the Rising Sun Turf Club.
Powered by Banks Bear. Come out and have fun in Banks Country.
Getting back with you on Inside the Track. We're talking how can we move horse racing forward in Guyana. That will be the topic tonight. How can we move horse racing forward in Guyana? The number is at the bottom right of your screen, and we have a caller. Caller, good night, you live.
Hello, good night, I'm Priscilla in the
Could I? Hello?
Yes?
Good night, how can I help?
Okay.
Yeah, parents, I mean, you have to be able to control your kids when they're calling in the program. The program is here to inform, entertain, and also educate persons about the way forward for horse racing. We wouldn't like every minute to have a kid calling in when we're opening up the lines and so on. So if you can control that aspect for us, it would be good. We know for the horse racing committee, recently established horse racing committee, they have some guidelines that they're currently working with to help to develop horse racing in Guyana. They're talking about incentive for stud. They're talking about microchipping of horses. They're also talking about how all the different tracks can come together and improve on the classification of horses as well. So those are some of the things in the pipeline. I'll give you more as time go by, but let's take another caller. Good night. Caller, good night. Yeah, when you call, just make sure the volume of your television is down so that you will not have a feedback. And we're looking tonight at how can we move horse racing forward in Guyana. Caller, good night, you live.
Good night.
Good night to you, sir. How can I help?
You know, so improve our safety, this country, you gotta get people in our safety. Not people who are everyone in they're in the business and they own a house and they hold position of the racetrack. Right? Even if 9 times I go to racing there on a race, and you have a horse is D1 and the race is D2, and because it's a rich man horse, nobody will make a problem. And when the horse go on to win, another rich man horse plays, then they make objection. Or if an ordinary man has a race and he plays, no objection in it.
Alright, so what is your suggestion then?
I suggestion is that as owner, the big system on top there, should keep out of this racing, we're going to claim that they have a racing authority. They don't have one in Guyana. They have them by authority. You know, they have the French authority. There is no racing authority in Guyana. We need to get a racing authority in Guyana that could function for the benefit of our racing.
Alright, good. I want to put you on the spot here. You know, we're talking about having legislation in place to deal with all of the issues. Hold a second.
Yeah.
Having legislation in place to deal with all the issues that surround horse racing. But you don't think the onus is on people like you and other racing fans and owners and trainers and everybody to start putting their houses in order?
I know.
So how do you go, what would be the first step in your mind that needs to be done to address these issues?
The first step for me once a man is a owner of a horse, he should not take part as a sport or a starter or some member of the race for that day.
So you say neutral persons should be...
Yes, because with me as a trainer, and I have a horse in the paper race, that race I could be the clerk of course. I would be the start of the game. Right? The horse, if we don't have to carry on pipeline, is that a pipeline to make special for me.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
But each race that in this country has people what train horse, what own horse, and I'm a president for race that, you know the whole position, all kind of racing.
I understand. Anyhow, thanks for calling.
These people want to see racing develop in Ghana. Because the place in Ghana is every month now you get to drink Ghana.
All right, boss. Thanks for coming through. Let's hear what another caller has to say. Yeah, you're tuning into Inside the Track, another edition of our program. Caller, good night, you live. Hello? Get a number 337-97 to the bottom right of the screen. How can we move horse racing forward? How can we move horse racing forward? The last caller said we need to have neutral persons manning the sport. That's a good suggestion. But I also want to hear more from other people out there. We're suggesting that we start, well, everything is by steps. And the first step is actually made by a group of persons who has the interest of horse racing at heart, and they come up with this horse racing committee. Well, this committee is not usurping the powers of the Ghana Horse Racing Authority, but there are some specific guidelines that they will be implementing at, for instance, the Rising Sun Turf Club for the Guyana Cup rematch. There will be some guidelines which will be instituted and which will be implemented on race day to help to be like a catalyst for change in the entire fraternity. But then, while that is being done, in the same breath you need the support of all the other racetrack owners, trainers, everybody to come on board. And let's see, for the first quarter at least, let's see where we can put ourselves. We can look back at the end of this year and see some of the shortcomings and try to better the sport. I want to take you to a race at the Kenyan Memorial Turf Club. You know they'll be having a big Boxing Day race on Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday, yeah. Tuesday will be Boxing Day. That would be a classic. It's something that a lot of family members will normally look forward to. So I just want you to get a little sneak preview of what it is like going to a Boxing Day race meet at the Kenyan Memorial Turf Club at Bushlock, current team release. Take a look at this.
26 and number 11, Amazing Warrior, R. Ramnath, 126. It's Amazon Warrior, It's Amazon Warrior with R. Ramnath, 126 pounds.
Now, here, and straight to front seems to be Golden Kiss. It's Golden Kiss pick up the early running outside should be no other than horse number Speed Vision with Jabal. But Golden Kiss still hold up the lead. Speed Vision gaining some grounds on the second spot. It's Golden Kiss standing there with number 3 now. Running out now, it's the back corner now. It's Golden Kiss extending with a huge length there now. Leading with number 5 from Speed Vision. Golden Kiss, Speed Vision
It's the Guyana Cup rematch on Sunday, December 31st at the Rising Sun Turf Club. Over $6 million in cash and prizes will be up for grabs. The feature event, a clash for the ages, and will bring together the C-class and lower horses for a purse of $1.2 million. The 2-year-old Guyana-bred horses will be the core feature, with the top thoroughbred horses battling for $350,000. E-class horses will run for a purse of $600,000. The H-class horses will run for a purse of $400,000, in which the J, K, and L horses will all compete for the lucrative prizes. It's the Guyana Cup rematch on All Year's Day at the Rising Sun Turf Club.
Powered by Banks Bear. Come out and have fun in Banks Country.
Yeah, we're back with you inside the track. The lines are open. You can call us 337-1970. Let's talk racing tonight. How can we improve horse racing moving forward? The year has already come to an end. We just have a couple more days, then the year will come to an end. I think we need to start with a clean slate. There were a lot of glitches. One of the things that I'm not too in favor of is persons running the track. There's one of the issues that we need to correct speedily. I want to hear from you. The lines are open, as I said. I want you to keep calling. Don't call during the commercial breaks and so on, because I will not answer them, and then persons cannot hear you on screen. We spoke about putting our house in order to further develop the sport. We talk about having proper records, classification records and so on. Those are some of the brainchild of the Thoroughbred Racing Committee. They're fashioning various ideas how to help to develop horse racing in Guyana. Conflict would not take us anywhere. Misunderstanding would not take us anywhere. If we have a roundtable discussion and everybody pull their ideas, resources together, then we'll be getting somewhere. But I want to hear from you. I don't want you to tell me what are your thoughts at the track. I give you an opportunity. You're hidden. I'm in your living rooms. You can call and let's talk. Call, good night, July.
Good night, boss.
Good night, boss. How you do?
Not too bad.
I'm good. You want to contribute to the topic?
Yeah, but just want to make a comment there, man.
Alright, make a comment quick. I'll
You
listen.
want to know why, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to happen to you by this over the river. Why didn't happen?
Why Jumbo bringing various widely over the river?
Yes. Only West Coast creation is right.
So you want to know why various in coming West Port Moran?
Yeah, you want to actually a Port Moran Bushland.
Port Moran
And Bushland.
and Bushland.
Yeah.
Alright. Turn on the volume of the television, but that's something I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Turn on the volume of the television.
Uh-huh.
Turn on the volume of the TV before I cut you off, man.
Huh?
Keep the volume of the television down, talk by the phone.
Okay.
Tell me something. You've been around racing. You like horse racing, right? Hello? He want to listen to himself. He want to listen to me. Yeah, when you call, just make sure the volume of the television is down so that we will not have the feedback that we just had. 337-1970. The caller want to know why Veras finally is not coming to the quarantine. Yeah, but I want to know from you guys, how can we move horse racing forward? So when you call, just keep that in mind. We can answer the outside questions or we can take the outside comments after. But let's take to the one that we have on the screen. 337-1970, how can we move horse racing forward in Guyana as we move to legislation? I think the draft legislation is already on the table of the draftsman at Parliament. So at any time this thing could come to fruition once the dots and the T's are crossed and people put the necessary systems in place. So you need to start playing your part now, be more vocal and more active on some of the changes that you would want to see in racing in Guyana. I know people talk about all-weather tracks and all these things, but these things can only come when persons started to get it right. Get it right. On race day, you have a lot of issues on race day that should not be. Those things should be things in the past. So come 2018, we hope that all of these little glitches in the system can be erased. But let me get back to another race, because we're talking horse racing, the place cold. People don't want to hear me all the time or see my face all the time. People want to know what it is like at the race meeting. So we're going to take you back inside the track. When we come back, we take a couple more calls and then we wrap things up.
So
yes, the starters, let them go. I think this is the Blue Lightning. It's Blue Lightning who has the call. And Winston second here seems to be torn about. Up the back stretch they go. And it is still. It's Blue Lightning who has the call. But torn about is under his heels. As they are now going up the back stretch there. Ringing away from the four pole. And the bit is still. It's Blue Lightning on the outside. Torn about it in the inside. And making a relentless progress there. The ball that seems to be uncertain is also closing. As they are winning from the three pole. And it is still. It's a jewel up front. And now Blue Lightning on the outside. And then the inside it seems to be turned about. And here comes Uncertain with a big run in the ace like it. But that's been squeezed for home. They are now split up for home. In splendid isolation. The whips are drawing. And it is still. It's Blue Lightning turn about. It's a neck and neck duel. The remainder of running are closing and closing. Very, very strong indeed. The whips are drawing. And how many else have the fifth minutes to go? This black light across the track is nothing in it. It's up. It's down. 25 minutes to go. And it's still Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning is hanging on for his very life. Blue Lightning. Absolutely a fantastic piece of gallop for race number one. Position changed dramatically through the course of the race, but when it matters most, inside the final 100 meters are there about, it was still Blue Lightning who was hanging on for his bearing life, but drifted on the stand rail there with some vicious piece of whips that was drawn on Royal Stallion by jockey Abudu, and I think on the nick of time on the line, Royal Stallion seems to oblige. Yet another L-class event, Royal Stallion, the winner on this occasion.
It's the Guyana Cup rematch on Sunday, December 31st at the Rising Sun Turf Club. Over $6 million in cash and prizes will be up for grabs. The feature event, a clash for the ages, and will bring together the C-class and lower horses for a purse of $1.2 million. The 2-year-old Guyana-bred horses will be the co-feature, with the top thoroughbred horses battling for $350,000. E-class horses will run for a purse of $600,000. The H-class horses will run for a purse of $400,000, in which the J, K, and L horses will all compete for the lucrative prizes. It's the Guyana Cup rematch on All Year's Day at the Rising Sun Turf Club.
Powered by Banks Bear. Come out and have fun in Banks Country.
Yeah, welcome back to Inside the Track. I want to ask the operators to queue up for me that feature event between the clash between Veros finally and Just Call Me Boss. You had also in that race you had Princess She's Not. You also had Golden Blue Echoes, Brave Sky. That was a classic. And I want to take you to that in a short while. But I also want to remind you that this program is aimed at improving horse racing in Guyana, giving you turf fights out there a voice on some of the issues surrounding the sport that needs to be improved, and we want to have regular feedback. This is a regular program. Every Thursday night between 6 and 7. We started a little late tonight. But we have another caller. Caller, good night, you live. Good night, caller.
Yeah.
Good night, how you doing?
I want to a contribution concern.
Go right ahead.
Yeah?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, concerning the tax racing, various situations like, when the son, we are not really sorry.
Alright, good. Talk to me, how could we move forward? How could our race move forward in Guyana?
You know what you can stand up on your foot and watch really sorry. So you can have to hear really people that are going to stand it up. You only a flat.
Hello?
That's the only commentator to you.
Alright. Tell me something. How could we improve horse racing in Guyana moving forward?
So you're
talking about stands. You need to improve with stands and so on, seating accommodation and so on.
Yeah, the guy next time I the room because you gotta be up.
What about turf fights running on the track? You know one of them by chance?
You don't do that to the by PCA Park.
So
PCA Park there, the man that can see it.
Alright, Carl, pass the commentary. Yeah. Accommodation. That's another issue. Another call is on the line. Caller, good night, you live.
Hello?
How could we move horse racing forward? Tell me.
Like 1 hour start from 2 years. And what is the age of a horse?
What is the age of a horse?
Yeah, like how much years they could live and live
Well, I can't tell you all of that. It's like if you're asking me how long God can permit me to live.
Okay.
I can't tell you all of that, please. Right?
You ever, like if you ever know that a horse, how much years a horse could live?
I can't see.
Okay, thank you.
But you a horse racing fan?
Not really.
You go to any racing? You ever went to any racing or so?
I just look from the TV and I enjoy the horse racing with my children.
Well, you got to bring them out. They got 2 big races. You have one at Justice Kennard Place on Boxing Day. Yeah. And then you also have one at the Tour de Force. So at Rising Sun Turf Club. So you need to bring them.
Okay.
Right?
They will enjoy.
Alright, babes. Thanks for coming, Jim.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Number at the bottom right is 337-1970. How can we improve horse racing in Guyana moving forward? Caller, good night, you're live.
Good night.
Good night, how are you doing?
Good.
Tell me how could we improve horse racing moving forward in Guyana?
Okay, you need to be organized like when the race almost started, in order to get a whole set of people on the track, right?
People on the track.
You need to get a place like that where people could be like in that area, although not on the track. I think they would be more organized. That's the way that, it's not going to be affecting the horse and the jockey. It would be like,
so they're supposed to be, you say that we need some restricted areas so persons cannot venture on the track.
That's going to cause confusion.
Okay. So you're saying when people get on the track, they start confusion and so on, and they start intruding more and more and more and so on.
Yeah, because they get a lot of fights and stuff, and then
So how you think we could change that though?
Well, you gotta get people that, like, you gotta get an organization. You gotta create an organization that, you get an organization that people that be on the track, and you get an organization that, like, you get a part that's where the people gonna be, like, they get gamble and stuff, right?
Yes.
So you gotta get a part now, you gotta get people to monitor that part, then you gotta get people to monitor, you gotta get an organization. If you don't have an organization, you can't be at the level, right? And that's why now, when you organize something like that now, you're gonna get more turnout.
Yeah.
People gonna be more safe.
And this is one of the reasons why we're saying that it's not just the persons from the Thoroughbred Racing Committee. They're looking at expanding their wings so that all can be involved, speak with one voice, and help to promote horse race in a positive way in Guyana.
Yeah, because I'm a horse racing fan, and I could tell you that a lot of races that we go, you see a lot of fights.
Okay.
So that's the way people sometimes, why people keep away from horse racing. After the interval and you get too much time, you can get fights like that. People, live on race too.
Okay. All right, caller, thanks for coming through. Yeah, the number at the bottom right of the screen, 337-1970. We have another caller. Caller, good night, you live. Caller, good night, you live. Yeah, we out of time. We have a short edition this week, but come next week, we'll be in your living rooms again for the first edition for the new year. Yeah, first edition for the new year of Inside the Track. We're looking at ways how we can develop the sport and take it from the level it's at right now to another level as we move into the realm of legislation. But that's all the time I have on this edition of our program. Hope to see you again next Thursday for another edition of Inside the Track. If not before, at the Canada Memorial Turf Club or at the Rising Sun Turf Club for those two end of year classic. See you.
Those that are going, number 1, Princess She's Not, written by Nicholas Patrick, 123 pounds. Horse number 2, Lady Budapest, written by Wyder Paul, 108 pounds. Number 3, Jack in My Style, written by Padmore, 111 pounds. Horse number 4, Paris Finally, written by C. Ross, 123 pounds. Horse number 5, It's My Choice, written by Richmond, 111 pounds. Horse number 6, Brave Sky, written by Arja Paul, 111 pounds. Number 7, Just Call Me Boss, N. Muhammad Up, 116 pounds. Number 8, Midas Day, written by P. Delp, 108 pounds. Number 9, Golden Blue Echo, written by Julius, 111 pounds. Number 10, Settling Star, written by Blake, 108 pounds. Number 12, Climate Change, written by Nascimento, 108 pounds. Those are the starters, weights, and jockey for the feature event on today's card. Yes, the starter, let them go. 2017 Guyana Cup horse race meeting here at the Rising Sun Club. They will be passing the stand twice, and as they are about to level up, let's see who wanted to control the running. Passing the stands for the first time, it's Call Me Boss on the inside. It's Call Me Boss who leads. Princess She's Not tucked in at the center of the course. Now it's Princess She's Not. It's Princess She's Not who goes to the forefront of the field. Vegas finally is giving chase in second. Back of them comes Just Call Me Boss. Behind Just Call Me Boss it's My Turn. As they are now going around the first turn. And it is still, it's Princess She's Not out in front from Vegas finally. It's Princess She's Not to lead. Vegas finally is giving chase in second. Up the backstretch they go, and it is going to be a very good event. And now they're angling away from the four-pole, and it is still Princess She's Not. It's Princess She's Not. And then comes Just Call Me Boss is racing in third, away from the two, and it is now Vegas finally. It's Vegas finally. Princess She's Not. It's Just Call Me Boss is also coming through. They are straight up for home, and Vegas finally showing tremendous deterioration. They're having exactly 150 to go. Neck and neck, stride to stride. Vegas family, Just Call Me Boss. Call Me Boss is coming. Vegas family is all in. Vegas finally wins from Call Me Boss. My goodness gracious, what a way to witness the 11th running of the Guyana Cup here at the Rising Sun. Ladies and gentlemen, you have got your money's worth. Vegas finally has prevailed for the Jumbo Jet Racing Stable in convincing fashion. It was absolutely a fantastic piece of jockeymanship by Jockey C. Ross. He was always buying in time in second, and when it matters most, inside the final 200 meters or thereabout, he came with a renewed effort, and at that stage, he was going all over like a winner. And at the end, when Ross asked him to quicken, he did that magnificently before this huge crowd. Put your hands together and give the boy a round of applause.
I told you before, and I'm telling you now again. I had it in the
It's the Guyana Cup rematch on Sunday, December 31st at the Rising Sun Turf Club. Over $6 million in cash and prizes will be up for grabs. The feature event, a clash for the ages, and will bring together the C-class and lower horses for a purse of $1.2 million. The 2-year-old Guyana-bred horses will be the co-feature, with the top thoroughbred horses battling for $350,000. E-class horses will run for a purse of $600,000. The H-class horses will run for a purse of $400,000, in which the J, K, and L horses will all compete for the lucrative prizes. It's the Guyana Cup rematch on All Year's Day at the Rising Sun Turf Club.
Powered by